So we're still here at the Twitter Chirp conference at the Hack Day, and who are you?
Hi, my name's Adam Loving. I'm a software developer. I work with Gist and also run Twibes.com.
Very cool. And I know what Gist is because I use it all the time with my email system, so I can see all sorts of stuff about Rocky when he sends me an email. I can see what he tweeted and what systems he's on, what social networks he's on. So, but tell me about Twibes because I don't know very much about them.
Yeah, Twibes is groups for Twitter, subtly different than lists for Twitter. It predates lists for Twitter, but we've got 21,000 groups. About 100,000 people have joined groups, so we have everything from photography to travel. Sarah Palin has a couple of giant groups, and from weight loss, travel, everything in the sun. It's a way when people sign up with Twitter, they don't know anybody, they can go find people with similar interests and use it kind of like a forum or a more old school medium.
Since we're here at the Twitter Hack Day, Twitter Chirp Conference Hack Day, what's your feeling about what's going on in the Twitter development community right now?
Yeah, both yesterday and today I was really refreshed by and found it great how open Twitter has been. I have been involved with Facebook and Twitter over the last few years as a social developer, and I think Twitter is really setting themselves apart with, giving us a view into what they're working on. I think, today is probably a turning point and just seeing everybody in person makes this crystal clear. But you don't get the feeling that they're holding anything back from us, and that just gives me tremendous confidence to build on top of their platform. I mean, Facebook tried to do that in the early days, but slowly they've had to favor larger companies and pull back slightly in the amount of information that they can get out just based on their size. So I'm cautiously optimistic that Twitter will retain this amount of openness.
What's your favorite new feature that you've seen here?
I can't wait to play with the @anywhere stuff and just launch a few new sites that use just that, and the new JavaScript API they've got so that you can literally use all of the Twitter API without any server-side components. That's going to come in handy a lot. On Twibes, I do things like fancy searches to pick out people who have tweeted with particular keywords and take the intersection of that with certain group memberships, which is really tricky. So I'm hopeful that the client-side stuff will make that easier and reduce the load on my server. So I can't wait to play with that.
Very cool. What is @anywhere? Because people who watch my show probably have heard a little bit about it or seen it somewhere, but really don't understand what it does.
In broad terms, I think of it as their answer to Facebook Connect. So basically, you're able to put a little bit of JavaScript on a page, and then you'll get a hover menu or little links. The links to Twitter accounts become active, so you can hover over them and follow them. It shows the little thumbnail photo. So if the classic example is an article in the New York Times where all of a sudden the names in the article are hyperlinked back to their Twitter accounts. So it's, from a developer standpoint, it's great because you can throw that on there and you get a much richer experience. And from a user standpoint, it's great because people want to follow from your site or sign in with their Twitter account without going through too much crazy.
So as a blogger, I just add a little bit of JavaScript to my template,
Right.
and then every time I say like @Adam, I'll see that little hover over there.
Right, and then your readers can follow. I think you would probably set up a Scobel app, right? And so when people authenticate with the Scobel app, and then they follow Adam Loving if I'm cited on your blog, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for dropping by and telling me about what developers are excited about here.
Thanks.
Thanks.